Hi everyone, I'm Trent Sorensen and I'm an Enterprise Sales Manager at Revenova. Today I'm excited to introduce you to Artimus 2.0, Revenova's native AI agent built directly into your TMS. It's not just another chatbot, but rather a productivity partner designed to transform how your team quotes, manages, and wins loads. But before I get ahead of myself, let's start with 1.0 and why we built it. AI isn't here to take away everyone's job. It's here to streamline the work that slows us down. By automating repetitive and time-consuming tasks, you can rely on Artimus to handle and process emails within seconds and greatly enhance your speed to quote, freeing up time for your team to focus on what matters most, building customer relationships and scaling your business. We first launched Artimus earlier this year, and it continues to evolve with each of our 4 annual product releases. Because it's native to your TMS, you're not reliant upon separate systems, slow integrations, but rather it's already a part of your daily workflow. Not to mention, it's mobile friendly and includes all the capabilities that you see on the screen. From model tuning to the refinement of your large language models, and then through parsing capabilities, automatically building loads directly from your email, and automatically responding to customer quote requests. So with AI, we realized that safety and security are critical. With Revenova, everyone's data resides safely within your organization. Everyone receives their own private instance, and the data is anonymized before it's ultimately processed by our AI. So think of it as the safety and security of Salesforce combined with the speed of ChatGPT, but customizable and contained solely within your Revenova environment. Prior to Artimus, you had to have reps on hand, monitoring their email like crazy, responding to every single quote request, determining how much margin they wanted to slap on it. We've all sat in that seat. It's not very fun. Artimus now changes that. You now have an interactive agent that's working for you 24/7, ensuring that there's no missed opportunities and that you're winning loads at any point in the day. So now on to the big reveal, Artimus 2.0 and the enhancements that we've made, with the first being multiple carrier options presented to your customers. Additionally, you can add LTL carrier markups and accessorials, which is communicated through an external widget that we will provide. As you can see in the example shown, your customers can now choose what they deem to be the most important, either based on transit time, a particular carrier, or simply the lowest cost option. Now we get into smart automation. So what does that mean for you? Your customers can dynamically add stop locations, communicate with you, and make changes on a particular load. But more importantly for you brokers out there, you get to determine what are my required fields, ensuring that you have reliable data within your system, which will then prompt your AI to respond with the correct quotes. And then number 3, the customer portal experience. So your customers will receive an external widget or Lightning Web component, which will reside either in their email or simply through a new web page browser. From there, they can communicate to you in plain language. The AI will then take that unstructured data and turn that into structured text that your TMS understands. And most importantly, there's no customer portal licensing costs associated. So Revenova has a light touch on AI, and Artimus really handles the front end of the process. So whether for capacity or receiving quotes and ultimately responding to them, allowing you to then rely on your API providers, third-party partners, lowering costs, minimizing those AI hallucinations, and then through what I mentioned previously, ensuring that you have reliable load information inside of your TMS. Increased customization. Everything within Artimus is customizable, and this is where it allows for that prompt engineering. So once you make a selection on an object field, we want to ensure that the workflow that follows meets that of what your business requires. We don't want to force you to work the way that our TMS does. We want to configure our TMS to work the way that you work. So here's an example of what the TMS and email functionality can look like. You can see in the left-hand widget, the send customer email box is clearly checked. So you can communicate directly with your customers out of the system. The right-hand side provides an example of what a quote request could look like. Here you have 3 options. The system will parse it and automatically build it within the system. If your customers don't like long, drawn-out Salesforce email addresses, you can simply forward it directly to Artimus to still be automatically processed, or you can copy and paste the text directly into the Lightning Web component of the system. And more importantly, it resides in the bottom ribbon of the TMS. So no matter which page you navigate to in the system, you can pop open the AI and ensure that your workflows are undisturbed. Here's an example of the interface. So again, when we stick to the configurability theme, you have the ability to determine what do my rate confirmations look like, change any sort of templates, and keep everything the way that you ultimately want to work. And then the future state of Artimus, what's coming next? We've got automatic load matching, where we will take that available carrier capacity and pair that with available loads that match. We've got spot market rates, where we can leverage your partners like DAT, Green Screens, Truck Stop, and add return marked up carrier rates directly to your customers. And then, of course, we'll be making enhancements to our truck postings. So parsing that information directly via Artimus and allowing your customers, to see that carrier capacity. So wrapping it all up, Artimus is not an add-on. It's a built-in, secure, and intelligent partner that you can rely on, freeing up the time again for your team to focus on what matters most, driving your business forward. So thank you, everybody, and if you want to learn more, I look forward to speaking with you after this.